Good good day, students. I want to just quickly let you know something. So that's why I'm creating this video. And this video is really about calculating compound interest. Now it's gonna be very short. We looked at calculating compound interest in class, but I know some of you are still not so clear. So here's a question. Calculate the compound interest payable, giving your answer to the nearest cent, on $5,200 invested for 2 years at 7% per annum. That's the first one. And the second one is 3,000 invested for 15 years at 10% per annum. Right? So for both of these, we're calculating the compound interest. So it's one question with two parts. Here I went ahead and I started the solution. I started it, but I haven't completed it as yet. So remember, the first thing to do is to recall the whatever formula will be applicable, whatever formula will apply to you. So we know that there's a formula for calculating compound interest, CI, which is P times 1 plus R over 100 raised to the n power minus P. That's how this is read. Now we know, according to the order of operations, we work what is in the bracket first, indices or order, then we multiply, and then followed by subtraction. So before we even do all of that, we need to substitute values. We need to substitute the values for the variables. So P is the principal, which is the amount invested for the first part. So it's 5,200 is the principal here. The R stands for rate, which is in the first question, it's 7%. First part of the question, the rate is 7%. N, we know, is the same as the number of years, which is the time. Time for the first part is 2 years. So when we did all of that substitution, this is what we end up with. P is the principal. We end up with that. Now you see how it is set up? Good. I want you to make note of it. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Now, I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you how you could use your calculator to get the answer straight away. So let me zoom into the calculator. Now, just as though the information is set here, we can put it in our calculators and get the answer right away. So first of all, we will start with the principal, which is 5,200, open our bracket. Then we put the 1 plus. Now, how do you put a fraction in your calculator? It is easy. You can use, so we put the numerator first, and this bar right here, it means division, right? But it can also be found on your calculator. It is this button here, the A. Let me bring it a little closer for you to see it. This button, good, it means fraction. See what it looks like? Good, it's a fraction bar. So we will put that and then divide it. So, and then we'll press the 100. Close our bracket. Remember, that's a power. So it doesn't mean multiply by 2, no. It means raising to the second power. There are two ways to put that in your calculator. Let me show you up close. You could have pressed this button here, right, and get the 2 at the top. Or, let me delete it and show you the other way. You could press this button, which means to raise to a power, and then press 2. Anyone can work. But we're not finished yet. The next part to put in the calculator would be, good, to subtract 5,200. Very good, and that's our answer. So here we get $753.48. Good. So that would be your answer for right here. Now you must be wondering why I put so much space in between. Well, I wanted to show you that if you don't have a calculator looking at this, but I'm hoping that you do, students, it is very important for you to get a scientific calculator in grade 10. But if you don't and you want to work it out bit by bit, you can do it. But I'm showing you that there's an easy way to get to your answer by just putting in the information in your calculators. All right? So it's 753.